Today's Thursday, January 6th. It is my sister-in-law's birthday, but I don't have her new number, so I'm not sure how to get a hold of her. Plus, she's in the States, so I think it's actually going to be, well, yeah, it's already the 6th there, I think. Anyway, happy birthday to my sister-in-law, Chicago area. Today I started about here, clearing the ledge. I had done this part last week, I think it was. And I found these vines, and I stopped. Plus, this area was really, really sunny, hot sun. Or at that time of the day, this whole area that's shaded was like high noon sun. So I stopped and I moved over. Well, I cleared off a little bit down here too. You can see the ledge a little bit here. You weren't able to see that before. It was more like that. And I moved over to this side, which at the time was in the shade. You can see where I've clipped with the little blue ones mostly. I did some with the big yellow ones. Clippers, what are they called? Gardening shears? Whatever the fancy name is. I use them to cut these branches because they stuck right out in the walkway. And it had gotten pretty narrow. I don't know if you can see the little pinkish flower there. That's about how far out into the walkway it had grown, this whole area. So I cleared it all out. I dug up 4 or 5, maybe 6 saplings in here. I found lots of weeds, a bramble bush back in that area. I got out. Swept off the rocks. They collect a lot of dirt, and some of this purple, I'll show you just a minute, purplish kind of vine thing that barely gets any roots down into anything, but it just spreads everywhere. Like if I blow on it, it might fall off, but it's just spreading. This here is a vine that I tried to pull out, but I decided to quit. It was clear over in the other section I was working on. This is where I stopped today. I haven't done anything over here yet. Unfortunately, when I was pulling vines out of these bushes here, I started clipping back there, and I got a little clip happy, and ended up pulling all the green vines that were on that wall off. I don't know if you could see them down, they've fallen. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I love the rock wall. I think it's beautiful. I guess the mother of the man who suddenly passed away and left this to his son was the one who liked the walls covered. And as I'm going around the property, I'm seeing that like these ledges were built around the boulders so that the boulders could be covered with the plants that are planted on the ledges. I like the rocks. I think they're so amazingly cool. And here's a little helper of mine today. Not sure why she's barefoot. It's kind of dangerous around here, but she's a cutie. And anyway, so you can see, probably if I zoom in better, there's a lot of vines growing back in there, and I've got a lot of work to do on that, but I'm not sure if I really want to. I might just leave them and let them grow back so they can cover that wall again, because they were pretty, but they're also covering up something pretty. Okay, just a minute. As I cleaned, I found these ferns, another variation of green, which Susan seems to really like, just a variety of greens. She thinks it's beautiful, so I'm going to let this be the cover here. there was a big bush here, and I don't know if you can see, one of the gardeners came and helped chop that off, and then I dug up a big root system in this area, and it went clear over. Found roots from it clear over in there. Anyway, this, he said, is called Blue, and this is called Pinky. That's just the name he has for him. He was here when they all were working here when Susan bought the place, so she just kept them. Something over here is called, he called Silver. I'm not really sure what it was, but anyway, I believe another hibiscus. It's pink and white, and this hibiscus is like one of those perfect flowers. There's no holes, there's no bugs, it's shaped perfectly, it's colored perfectly. I like that. It looks like this big huge whatever it is gonna have a flower there, maybe. This bush I'm not fond of, but I do like the flowers, so they're really pretty little trumpets. I'm gonna leave it. It's not my property. I'm just doing what I think I should because Susan said I could. And then when I leave, they can just let everything grow back if they want to. It's fine. I just enjoy the work. This bush has little purple flowers. This might be in the croton family. It's got waxy leaves like the other crotons. I don't know if you can see the variety of yellowish, reddish, brown. So beautiful against that blue sky. It's just gorgeous. I might have a filter on this because the sky isn't quite as blue as the video is showing. It's a lot more pale. Daima, my oldest, was able to bring me, oh, look at that bird. A couple glasses, 2 or 3 glasses of water today. And I am really grateful for that. We are running low on drinking water. I think we're gonna have to go to the boiling method. We've been buying drinking water in plastic bottles. Susan yesterday said there was a way of refilling them that was for free. I guess there's a brewing company that advertises they'll refill your water bottles for free. So she was gonna, and she knew the area where it was, so she was gonna go do that yesterday and forgot. So I just think this is such a gorgeous view. Anyway, these are my tools today. This they call a broom, translates into the word broom. The handle is broken and it was bound together with a rubber type strip, but obviously that didn't last with my vigorous sweeping. And this little shovel is the best shovel they have. All the other ones that I could find are broken right here. Yeah, I believe the tools are original to the property. They're so old. She needs to buy a whole new set, honestly. Anyway, it's been a long day. Naima redid my hair when she brought me one of the glasses of water, and so my messy bun isn't quite as messy. It still has bits of this and that in it, so I'm gonna have to wash. Hopefully there's water for a shower today. But you can see sweaty dirt, dirty fingernails. Sorry, it's pretty gross, but a lot of work done. It's 4:30. I started around 12:30 today. And yeah, it's taken me 4 hours to just do from this, where those like succulents are, right, that are growing over the wall right there, down to the other side of this tree, like where that rock ball is, which I also, whoa, this is getting into 9 minutes. Anyway, this is really interesting. It's almost perfectly round. There's several of them on the property. I believe probably it was beat upon by the waves and the rocks in the lake and then washed ashore at some point. Pretty neat. It's pretty cool. It definitely will roll. It looks like a ball, and there's several of them, same colorish. If anybody knows what kind of rock or stone that is, let me know. Also, I'm not an expert at gardening. I don't even consider myself a gardener, but I do enjoy it. So I need all the information I can get from you guys. The head gardener, who's been here probably the longest, I guess, I don't know, he was saying that these succulent type plants are not going to kill this tree. I don't know if you can see the trunk in there under all that. To me, it looks really messy, but it's still kind of beautiful. These succulents have like twig stems instead of like green stems. It's just, I don't know. I just haven't seen anything like that. Probably common in the U.S. I just not a gardener, so I don't know. Anyway, they cover the ledge pretty well, and now they're covering this tree that's reaching out for the sun. Actually, that's why it's bent so far over. I'd kind of like to cut this back, but I don't know if I have permission. It's growing really close to the edge. And so I think it could break, and it probably is breaking the stone work there, the root system. And I think there is a similar tree back behind it. I don't know if you can see that back in there. Yeah, so I kind of like to get this out of the way. I probably will talk to Susan before I just go digging that up, though, because it's a good-sized tree, and yeah, I don't know. The other thing that's bothering me about this area is these plants. I think they're so fascinating. They're huge, probably 2 feet across, and the trunk stem will grow 5, 6, 10 feet just for the flower to get sun. Well, flower, whatever it is, a plant. And that's annoying because it grows over other things, and they're super heavy. I mean, they probably each one, like even this little one back here, I say little, it's still probably 1.5 across, but it's the smallest one here that I can find. It probably weighs 4 or 5 pounds, just the flower part, let alone the trunk. So this big one, I wouldn't be surprised if it weighed up to 10 pounds, just the head of it, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure why this bush is covered with white, but I don't know if that's a mold growing on there. Kind of looks like it. I wish I could zoom in. Yeah, there we go. Kind of looks like mold, but on top of the leaves, it's a little white too. And so I'm not sure if it's, there we go, if it's actually mold or if it's leftovers of whitewash. But I would think that other leaves around here would have that on there if it was, splattered by the whitewash or the paint from painting. So I don't like the bush. It's pretty sticky is what I call it. Not sticky but it's just like sticks sticking out. There's no flowers. The leaves aren't really beautiful, but there's nothing else growing there right now. So I think I might try to plant some of these succulent type plants over here where this bush is. And sorry, I'm zooming in and out so fast. And get this out of here because it's just ugly, and I think it's molded, and I don't want that to spread to anything else. I might discuss it with Susan first. She probably doesn't know either, but maybe she will ask the gardener, and he might know. I'm not sure what this is back here. I haven't. It kind of looks like some kind of fern. If I can zoom in enough to. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty. But it looks like it's dying too. You can see all the brown leaves and sticks without leaves, branches without leaves. This is supposed to be the rainy season, so I assume that when it's not the rainy season, it would be even drier. hasn't rained for 4 or 5 days, and maybe we're done with the rainy season. I don't know. Anyway, I hope that this has been a pleasure, and we are wrapping up. I took 3 wheelbarrow loads from this area down to the compost pile, and yeah, I have a couple leftovers I found on my way back. I accidentally dropped, but I'm going to take these to the tool shed, and we'll talk to you later.